And I also know deep within that your intuitive spirit has guided you to be with me here today. That your need to exalt every aspect of who you are, to awaken and activate the true you. A true you that is loving, abundant and joyful. Well, that intention has guided you right here with me. Because there is a part of you deep within that wants you to become more, to express, create, give and love more. A part of you which is destined for greater achievements. A part of you that is ready for expression. And so, without further ado, let's get straight to the main subjects of this webinar. And let's begin with defining what are negative states. Let's first break down the phrase negative states. With the word negative, it means that something is bad, unpleasant, unwelcome, down, low, poor, and harmful. With the word state, it means that there is a particular condition, form, order, setting, or mode. So in terms of human psychology, when we speak of being in a negative state, we are speaking about the mind and body as being in a bad condition, a low order, a poor setting, and harmful mode. We are in a negative state of being and doing. And there are three types of negative states. We have negative mental states, negative emotional states, and negative physical states, where all three of these negative states are interrelated, in that one causes and affects the others. So let's dig into this by first defining what are negative mental states. So with mental states, we are talking about what's going on in the mind. We are talking about the intellect, the cognitive function of the mind. And to experience a negative mental state, it simply means that we are thinking negatively. We have what's known as stinking thinking. We have poor, pessimistic, and problematic styles of thinking. Now, what does this actually mean? It means that we are thinking about how bad things are, how bad things could get. We are thinking about worst case scenarios. We are thinking about how useless, hopeless, pointless, unfair, sad, miserable, and tragic things are. Our thoughts are focused on the problems of life, which leads us on to what are negative emotional states. Well, let me first start by saying that the word emotion equals energy in motion. And so when we speak of emotions, we are talking about the state of our energy within, how we are feeling within. Where a negative emotional state is to feel down, heavy, low, or to feel frustrated, stressed, and anxious. And these negative emotional states can range from sorrow, depression, fear, worry, grief, feeling lonely, fatigued, angry, disgust, boredom, annoyance, feeling neglected, offended, regretful, shame, self-pity, doubt, paranoia, dejected, trauma, hopeless, worthless, purposeless, insecure, hate, jealousy, and we could go on and on. There are well over 300 different types of emotions that we can all experience. And no doubt you experience some of the negative emotions that I've just mentioned. Now let's move on to what are negative physical states. With negative physical states, we are talking about symptoms, dysfunctions, disorders, illnesses, viruses, and dis-eases within the body, where the physical fabric of the body's skin, bones, limbs, organs, and systems, they have become damaged, defective, or degenerative, where the body has a weakness, a wound, a debilitation. So this could be anything from a common cold, a headache, a cut, a broken leg, a heart disease, or a cancer, etc. So there you have it. Those are the three negative states that affect who we are, that affects our ability to function. And those three negative states, the mental, the emotional, and the physical, they are interrelated, where one triggers and causes the other. And so if we have a severe physical illness, this could negatively affect how we feel and think. If we have depressive thoughts, this could negatively affect how we feel. If we are feeling, say, fatigued in the body, this could negatively affect the way we think. And to experience a negative state more than less, in that we are always thinking and feeling poorly, this is when life can become this uphill battle of struggle and suffering, where our ability to function normally, optimally, positively, and productively is greatly diminished. Now, I need to point out to you right here the differences between an acute negative state and a chronic negative state. With the acute negative state, the symptoms are intense or severe, but only last for a short duration. So, for example, we can feel depressed about something, and then that depression quickly subsides and we feel happy again. With chronic negative states, however, the depression is lasting, enduring, and persistent. It never goes away. It is a state of being that is always present within the mind and body. And in this webinar today, we are going to explore what it means to be in a chronic negative state, to experience negativity more than less, whereby a persistent negative state is impeding and limiting the quality of our life.